Welcome back to How to Be a Better DM, the official podcast of Monsters.rent. I'm Justin Lewis.
And I'm Tanner Wayland.
And we are here to help you tell better stories for yourself and your players as you dungeon master sessions of D&D, Dungeons & Dragons. We'd like to give you some quick announcements. We actually have one before the show, and then after the show, if you want to stick around, we have some more announcements then as well. But first, let's talk about this. Tired of being alone? Are you tired of not having any of your players understand you? Are you tired of never truly belonging? Well, you're in luck. All you need to do is join the Guild. The Guild is a unique and exclusive experience that is only open to Dungeon Masters. It is a full community focused on helping ease your DMing burdens. Want to meet other DMs? Join the Guild. Want to discuss your homebrew ideas with people who would appreciate it instead of just telling your cat? Join the Guild. Want to find a place where all your wildest dreams will come true? Join the Guild. Go to monsters.rent/guild and sign up today for free. Wait, that can't be right. Chuck, can you check this again? Is this supposed to be... What? Oh, they're serious? It's free? Oh, okay. All right. Yes, go to monsters.rent/guild and sign up today for free, even though they are crazy for giving this away for free. Common side effects may include burping, sneezing, laughing, breathing, hearing, listening, tasting, farting, critting, sarcasm, and in extreme cases, explosive diarrhea. Awesome. With that out of the way, we can get into today's show. Welcome back to How to Be a Better DM. I'm your host, Justin Lewis, here to help you tell better stories for yourself and your players as you DM sessions of D&D. Obviously, today we did not have a narrative intro. That's because today's going to be a very short episode. First of all, because I want you to take this time. Usually most people are off of work or whatnot, spending time with family. I want you to go spend time with family. That's one of the big benefits D&D has, and one of the advantages it has over video games is that you can still enjoy the story and the excitement, but you can do it with other people. And so I'd encourage you, if you're going to play D&D this season, go play it with your friends and family. Don't be online. Get out, get in the real world, and be with people. Next up, I want to talk about some of the things we're hoping to do this year. And all of this is fairly up in the air. We haven't truly decided, Tanner and I, but these are some of the plans that we have started formulating. And hopefully it excites you just like it's exciting us. So first thing we're going to be working on is probably a Dungeon Master tips and techniques book. We put out the feedback survey, and this is one of the things that, had the biggest number of people say that they'd be interested in it. So we figure, why not? Let's bring it on and create it. The goal in creating it would be to create a full-on compendium, something that is very comprehensive, and we'll update it every year. We're excited about this, and we'll see where this takes us. The second thing we are thinking about creating is a Dungeon Master kit, and this should go just beyond having the player's handbook and a Dungeon Master screen and things like that. Really, we're going to try and create different levels of kit. So your advanced Dungeon Master, your digital Dungeon Master, and so forth. This is something else we're thinking of. Number 3 is we're actually thinking about adding new team members to the show. This is something I've been thinking about lately just because time is finite and we want to spend our time in the best way possible. Number 4 is a live play show. There has been some interest in us creating a live play show. I mean, to be honest, I'm somewhat reticent to do it because naturally there's so many other shows out there that are live play and probably better production quality and things like that. But we'll see what happens. Number 5, we're definitely going to do more Dungeon Master critique episodes. So we're going to record more one-shots and critique those. And we might even open it up to allowing listeners like yourself to send in recordings of them DMing, and then we would critique it over the show. That was a Tanner's idea, and I think it's a brilliant one. So that's definitely something we're going to look into. Number 6 is opening up a Discord and creating some sort of community aspect. I think that would be very interesting, but obviously we don't want to do something if no one's going to show up, and we want the juice to be worth the squeeze. And number 7, I honestly think it would be cool to do some sort of live meetup I don't know how or what we would do, but I think that would be pretty amazing. So if you have any other ideas on things that we should be focusing on or things that we should be kind of developing in this next year, we'd love to hear your thoughts. You can always go to betterdungeonmaster.com/feedback and, put it in any of the fields. We'd love to hear your thoughts. I just want to end the year by giving you a big thanks and, just a digital hug. I've been a podcaster for 3 years now, which is crazy to think about. But I've done this podcast for a little over a year. I think it might be a year and a half now. And I'll tell you, there are many moments where, as a podcaster, you're uncertain. There are many moments where you don't really know what to do moving forward. You want your downloads to increase and you want more listeners and blah, blah, blah. But the biggest gratifying thing with this podcast compared to my previous podcast is just, the listeners, you are real. And the one-shots, the feedback survey, all the messages we get over Instagram, it shows me that you are real and that you are, being a dungeon master for real. And I just want to say thank you for opening up your earbuds, as it were, and letting me into your life and spending this last year with how to be a better DM. I know Tanner shares his gratitude equally, and we just want to say Happy New Year. Thank you so much for listening to the show. I hope you had an amazing Christmas, and I hope 2023 is better than 2022 and every year previous for you and yours. I want to sign off with hope, happiness, and, the best dungeon mastering you can have. I hope your adventures are long and fun, and I'll meet you back here next week for another amazing episode in 2023 of How to Be a Better DM. But until then, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Thank you for listening to today's show. We really appreciate your support and your patronage. We have a few more announcements to go over. First,
did you ever fall in love with the library as a kid? It was a place where you could experience 1,000 stories without having to buy 1,000 books. That is what Monsters.rent can do for your D&D campaign. You can rent and swap out as many quality miniature monsters and creatures for your D&D party as you could ever want, without having to buy them. You can rescue villagers from a kobold camp, or lead your party through the fighting forest, or many more adventures. We're coming out with new bundles all the time. Just sign up for our subscription to get access to your own personal library of minis. Go to monsters.rent to find out more. That's the website. monsters.rent. Get your library pass to a world of minis today.
we also wanted to let you know that today's episode is sponsored by Stardust and Dragons. I'm going to let one of the cast of Stardust and Dragons, Christian Hatcher, and his crew tell you a little bit more about it.
This August, a new adventure podcast is coming to a platform near you, filled with action.
Shoot one of the two of them. We can't keep taking hits like that.
Drama.
Everything that she's been doing, everything she's going to do, finally sets in.
And Stardust.
Help! Help! Someone, please!
Find out more about this epic odyssey at stardustanddragons.com, where adventure awaits in the stars.
That's all the announcements we have today. Again, thank you so much for everything you do for us. You make this show possible. Like we said before, we'll be back next week with another great episode, and until then, let's go ahead and roll initiative.